Hello everyone, this is Anu from the Australian Academy. The topic for today's essay writing is medical technology is responsible for the human's life expectancy. To what extent do you agree or disagree? The meaning of this particular statement is that due to advancements in the medical care, has there been a decrease in the mortality rate, or what could be the reasons behind this? Some people agree with this fact that due to the advancements in medical technology, the average lifespan of an individual has actually increased. Earlier what used to happen, the maximum a person used to live was around 55 or 65 years. Very few people could survive till the age of 75 or 80. But now the average age of the, if you talk about the senior citizens or the aging population, is anywhere between 75 to 90. So, what are the reasons and what are the benefits of having a decrease in the mortality rate, and what could be the disadvantages that I am going to discuss, and after weighing both the pros and cons, we will finally agree or disagree with the statement. The points in favor of agreeing that yes, medical technology has actually increased the human life expectancy is advancement in medical care has actually increased the average age of death. We get to stay with our near and dear ones longer. They live longer. Why? Because people have adopted healthy living lifestyles and they have got an access to an improved health care. Due to this, the advanced medical aid that the senior citizens are getting, the average lifespan has actually increased. Now, due to the introduction or the invention of new vaccines, the immunity of the people, of the general public, has gained a boost. Due to this, there has been a decline in the mortality rate. For example, in earlier times, smallpox or chickenpox, they did not have any vaccines against it, so many people used to die because of it. But due to these new invention of vaccinations, people have gained a lot of immunity against these threatening diseases, and they are so aware about a healthy lifestyle, and plus they have got so many aids which can actually increase the life expectancy. Then there has been many cures for certain fatal diseases earlier which were actually responsible for the death of people. For example, like cardiovascular ailments, or if we talk about the cancer. Although cancer is not 100% curable, but due to the advancement in the diagnostic techniques, that is my next point, that early diagnosis, treatment of anomalies and advanced medical equipments like CT scan or MRI, the diagnosis of the disease is early. So, accordingly, the doctors or the medical practitioners can provide proper treatment for those diseases and enhance the life of a patient. Again, one thing that I would like to mention is the facility of organ transplantation. Earlier, heart transplantation, liver or lung transplantation was actually a thing which was not easily possible. But now with the advancements, these things are actually possible and have actually contributed significantly in the decrease in the mortality rate. These are the points which are in favor of increasing the, you can say, the life expectancy of a person with the help of medical technology. But there are certain disagreeing points. Let us see what are these. Due to an increase in the aging population, obviously the number of senior citizens or the older people are more as compared to the younger workforce. So there has been an imbalance in nature. Due to this aging population, the number of resources that are being used are also doubly used. Earlier, like people used to die a natural death, or maybe though there was a balance, the number of births and deaths were almost equivalent. But now there has been an imbalance in nature. Obviously, when you have got a young, agile workforce, the overall economy or the prosperity or the growth and development of a country is also on an upswing, because after a certain age, a person is unable to contribute to the country's growth. Then it acts as a financial burden. I would like to explain this particular point in detail, like if you have got any aging member in your family, however healthy they are vulnerable to sickness. Then the concerned near and dear ones or the family members, they have to take them for regular health checkups and maybe some treatment, which sometimes is a burden, because these days healthcare comes very expensive. So it may give rise to conflicts in the families because it is actually a liability. Although if we talk about emotional connect or the emotional factor, this is not at all justified. As long as they are your family members, or earlier you were dependent on them, but now since they are old and they need your help, you should not deny them their proper medical care, but somewhere or the other it acts as a financial burden on the family members. Then there are physical and psychological side effects, because when a person is ill or very medically you can say not healthy, then a person needs a lot of drugs to sustain his life. Then these days researchers and medical you can say treatment, they have devised such drugs which may have some side effects. So it is actually taking a toll on their physical as well as psychological health. Then sometimes what happens, the medical practitioners, just to increase the bill of their hospitals, they try to keep that patient maybe for example on a ventilator or life support system, and they are in, you can say, in full of greed and they want to earn money. So it can be misused just for the sake of increasing the life expectancy. They are giving the patients a big fat bill. Okay. Then obviously, as I discussed, the scarcity of resources, because the population is increasing, both the young and old are coexisting, so there will be a lot of traffic problems and pollution and all the associated problems related with overpopulation. So what can we conclude? If you agree that medical technology has increased the life expectancy of the you can say population, obviously it is a good thing, because as long as your near and dear ones are with you, life is a bliss. Okay, so as per my feeling, I feel that although an increase in life expectancy rate can put a burden in what sense? In the sense of financial burden, or maybe if we talk about the environment, then related problems like overpopulation, traffic congestion, overuse of resources, it can be dealt jointly by individuals as well as the society. They can work in harmony, they can work in unison to tackle this not so called problem. Because after all, longer longevity is a symbol of growing civilization and a better life, and the presence of the senior citizens or the aging population is always beneficial for the young and old alike. Thank you so much.